Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be my April TBR and what I read in March. Okay, so I only read 2 books. Life has been crazy for a while now, and I just have high hopes for reading books, but I really can't get more than 2 books down, which is okay. I just need to be okay with it. So like every TBR I have is going to be very outrageous for me, but as long as I get 2 books down, then I'm fine with it. So the first book that I read is Kurt Cobain's Journals, which is right here. I saw this at Barnes & Noble a few months ago when I went, and I had to pick it up right away. I've talked about this already a few times, but I'm going to talk about it again. This was a really good book. It really gave you some insight on his thoughts and what's going on in his head, and it was really interesting. It was very emotional. I felt like I was going through a very, very deep depression reading this. So I would just be careful with that. If you're not mentally ready to go through emotional and just like crazy, depressive, sad thoughts, then don't read this. But like, this was pretty good, but it was very emotional, and I had to take breaks in between reading this book just because I just felt it so much. And also it really did make me start to go down the Kurt Cobain rabbit hole of, was he who him, was it something else? But I really enjoyed this. This is definitely not for the faint of heart, and it was really good. I just like how they literally copied his notebook pages. Like, they're literally his notebook pages copied. And it really made me think, like, I should start writing in a journal. Just write down my thoughts, because look at all the cool memories. Some of them are cool, yes, but a lot of them are just like interesting, to say the least. So I think it's really cool that his daughter has this journal to look back on, and she probably has a bunch of other things from him, but like for people and fans to read this and see how he was thinking is just like totally insane. So the next book I read was The Den of Vipers by K.A. Knight, and this is a huge book. I knew it was going to take me forever to read, and it did. Took me like 2 months to read. Basically, this is about a woman whose dad got into a lot of financial trouble, and he went back on his word of something, and there's a huge gang in this town that like protects the town and like has more power in the town. So basically the dad just like went out of his word, and he gave his daughter up because he couldn't pay this gang back, which is called the Vipers, I think. And so instead of killing the dad, the Vipers went and picked her up, and she's a crazy lady. Like, she can hold her own, she can fight her own, and she owns this little dive bar that makes pretty good money. So the Vipers went to go pick her up, and they just kept her captive because obviously that was their payment, and she hated it. So after getting used to like how the guys, there's like 4 guys, and she falls in love with each of them. Like, they each have their own traumas, the kinks, their quirks, all that. And she just literally falls in love with each of them, and yeah. It's one lady versus all 4 together. The spicy scenes are great. They're really great. Some of them, one of the dudes is like, well, 2 of the dudes are like very traumatized with what they've been through, and it almost got a little bit too much for me, but the scenes were just great. But the storyline, it wasn't giving. It was not giving. It was giving 2 stars for me, which makes it hard because I want to give this 5 stars because of the spicy scenes were great. They're what I like to read, but the whole storyline was not it. So I gave this a 3-star, I believe, which is pretty low on my rating. So I do recommend this book, but read the triggers in the beginning, obviously. It was a good read, but it took me forever because the storyline sucked. There, I said it. So I don't know if I am happy that I have it in paperback, because I don't know if I'll read it again. But yeah, there's that. So the first book that I am going to finish, this month, is Spare by Prince Harry. I have not picked it up in like 2 months, I believe. Just because it got boring. Like, I don't know, it just got boring. Right now I'm at the part where he is secretly dating Meghan Markle, so hopefully it picks up. But as of right now, it was really hard to read because it was a little boring. But yeah, so that's what I'm reading right now. I'm also reading the Dreamland Billionaires book 3, which is The Final Offer. And y'all, that book is a lot better than the first two. I did not think I would like it more, but I'm honestly liking the storyline a lot better than the first two. So I think it's gonna be a 5-star for me, to be honest. So there's 2 books. I want to be courageous and try to finish a 3rd book this month, even though I have like 2.5 weeks left. And the 3rd book is going to be Punk 57. I have had this for a long time. Penelope Douglas, she is a great author, one of my top favorites for dark romance. She gets it. She gets it. So I will be starting this after I finish my books, and I'm super excited. So those are the 3 books that I will be reading and finishing this month. It's starting to rain. We're literally getting a rainstorm, so I need to hurry up. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I know it's a little short, but I had to get it. I had to let you guys know what I'm reading, and I'm really excited to read these books. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!